talk for a moment about how we can be less angry, bring more peace into our life, and sort of get a mastery on the downside of anger and use the positive side, the benefits of anger for making a difference. So um, I'm going to go through. I'll go through 5 things that I think that we can do. Now I take these 5 things from my experience with people, my experience with myself, and my experience coaching and my clients and everything. So, um, number one, we can be less angry if we look at our state of our state of being. So, in other words, what I find is I am really quick to anger if I feel like I'm under stress, if I feel like I'm hungry, tired, nervous, bored, overwhelmed, or lonely, or I have an illness or something going on for me, I go more quickly and I'm quick to anger when I have those things going on in my life. In other words, when I feel under stress, like I said, hungry or tired or lonely, overwhelmed, and all of that is a state. And when I notice myself in that state, I need to stop and take a look at what I need to do for myself. So, my suggestion here, and I'm going to work with another way to work with yourself as well, but one of the suggestions is here is don't get into those states far enough where they're going to affect how you relate to other people. So, this is one thing you want to really watch. Never get too lonely, too angry, too hungry. What did I say? Too bored, stressed, or any of that kind of stuff. Stop for the moment, and you're going to find out that you can change your state. It'll change the way that you handle anger. So the next thing is what I call what I call other people's drama. Now, all you need to do is go to a family reunion, or or go to any group of people, let's say at work or anything, where they're talking about what's not working, or how bad things are, or how upset they are, or there's a tendency for us all to buy into drama. Now, I love a good movie, just as much as you guys do, and I love the drama of it and the feeling and the emotions it brings up. But in reality, in the world, I have to ask myself, is what I'm angry about actually affecting my life? So I can be angry about concepts or people or whatever, but is it actually affecting my life other than the anger itself? Is the drama, can I sort out this and see what's made up and what's a drama and what's a story? So those of you that have been coaching with me or working with me in trainings know about how to sort this stuff out. In other words, not getting sucked into drama, which is something we do to avoid acting in real life. We get into drama to avoid actually taking action in our life. At least that's been my experience for myself. So limiting the drama. Next, every client that I have right now, we have started with with a physical experience. No matter whether it's building a business or creating a relationship or getting a promotion or making more money or all of those stuff that comes as goals that we all want to accomplish in some way or making a bigger difference, it comes down to our physical being. So I start with the exercise, or start with looking at weight, or I start with looking at sleep. And we take a look at that because once it seems that we get into alignment, I know it sounds really simple and obvious, but it's amazing how we get caught up in everything else but taking care of ourselves. And so what I do when I'm working with people is get people into a ritual. I'm into when I say ritual, what I mean is something consistent. My son Zach tells me all the time that 10 minutes of exercise done at the same time every day consistently is much better than that going to the gym and ripping it out for an hour and a half on the treadmill or on the spin bike and doing it sporadically. So the idea would be to spend 10 minutes in meditation or 10 minutes in exercise or 15 minutes walking, whatever works for you. And I find that's a huge contributor to having less anger and having more peace into life. So that's one you can take on. Next one, there's two more, and we'll finish up here. But the next one is saying no and learning when to say no. Is I don't know. That's one of the great skills in life. Learning when to say, I can't do that, or I won't do that, or I'm not committed to do that, and keep ourselves on the path of what serves other people, what serves our purpose, what we're good at, what we do well, what gives us pleasure, rather than getting scattered out. Now, I want to talk to those of you that are the real givers. And you guys out there, you go out of your way to help other people. You go your some of your life purpose is making is going out and alleviating suffering. But one of the things that I suggest that you do is you take a look at how you're going to take care of yourself. It is about taking care of you, because when you can be your best self, then you're going to be more effective as a leader, more effective working with people. Are you guys? I mean, I know this sounds obvious, but it's difficult to do because a lot of us get great pleasure from saying yes and doing, and then getting ourselves overwhelmed, and then jumping into this thing about resentment for not being recognized. And there's a whole path there that we could talk about on another Facebook presentation or talk about that if you guys want to. We can talk about to how to be a great giver and also give to yourself. But anyway, so the last thing is that the people that have most peace, the people that have the least amount of anger, have goals and a purpose toward which they are moving. So, one of the things that's critical is that you get some coaching, or you set some goals, or you share with the people around you, or you find a group of people that are going to be with you on forward momentum. I know it's easy to gravitate toward comfort. Wow, this is what I'm really looking for in my life: less stress, more comfort. And that's fine. But I think that the happiest people that I've experienced, also, they know how to relax. They know how to have a great old time. But they also know when to put their nose to the grindstone. And some of the most spectacular results that I've been getting with clients is when we go to the edge of capability, that you start pushing yourself toward that edge. If you don't do that, you're never going to get the sword sharpened. So pushing yourself toward the edge of what you're capable, reaching out in a way to other people, that all takes great courage. And that's also going to reduce this thing of low level of anger. So stress, hunger, tiredness, nervousness, boredom, loneliness, master that. Take a look in your life and making the adjustments. Affected by other people's drama, you know, just walk away from it if you have to sometimes. The physical goals of putting yourself into motion in some way and working on yourself physically, your sleep, your meditation, your whatever it is for you. If it's just a 15-minute walk, it's awesome if you do it. If you do it at the same time, same day of the week, all the time, you're going to have some results. And learning to master your saying yes and no, and finally getting coaching, getting somebody to help you set those goals, or find people in your life that can mentor you and work with you, and then put yourself on the edge. These are ways that you can reduce the anger in your life. You can bring more joy into your life, but use that anger, use some of that powerful instinct to move you forward and to bring you energy. Don't be afraid of it. Jump into it.